All right, that should be better. Let me just wait to see what it looked like when it starts loading in from Twitch here, and then we'll go ahead and get started if everything is kosher. I hope it's gonna be looking okay. Yeah, that looks a little bit better. I'm gonna make sure am I frozen. I'm good. Yeah. Okay. So again, welcome back. We're back in our gas course project. Today we're going to work on creating a explicit health component to help us kind of compartmentalize what we're doing with our health and updating our UI and all that stuff. Because the last few streams we've been working on the view model plugin. We got it working. We have this health bar. Obviously, we're going to update this health bar eventually. But, we're able to decrement our health. And health increases and everything like that. But in our gas course player character here, we have these kind of callbacks built in. And I kind of want to handle this within like a explicit actor health component. And hopefully that will make things a little bit better. Like, I don't know if I guess the view model can also be handled there, I'm assuming. Because we get a reference to this health view model, and we have all the listeners and callback stuff, and I think that could all be moved to the health component essentially. So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna start this off. We're gonna create a new class, so new C++ class. I guess it has to be an actor component. So under public game character components. Health. I think should be okay. We'll call it GASC for gas course underscore health component. And create that. And then so we're going to prototype this stuff in Blueprint first. We're just going to create the class in C++. We're going to make sure that this component is initialized in the base C++ class for our character, not the player character, but just character. Let's close all tabs. I'm not sure why some of these are red and why others are not. Kind of annoyed by that, but that's whatever. So let's go into our gas course character. We're gonna have, so we have this health view stuff. We're gonna definitely move that over to our base class as well. But first, let's do a couple things here. So we have all these components and everything like that. So we have the status effect listen component. So we're gonna do something similar. We're gonna grab this, do class UGSC underscore health component character health component equals null pointer. All good. And then we should get AI to be able to generate the comment here. Unless, do I not have the plugin enabled anymore? So update two plugins with plugins, so I need to know. Plugins. It should be, yeah, AI assistant. I want to update you. So I guess I'm gonna have to restart the editor. So we can restart, yeah, terminate, totally fine. Plugin error, whatever. I'm very dismissive today. But it's all good, Okay, so let's load everything back in, plug in JetBrains Assistant, great. So here's our AI assistant. So start using it, please. There we go, boom, boom. So now it should let me auto-generate a comment using the AI tool, which is one of the reasons why I like it. It just makes comments. But then, yeah, we have to also at the same time go to our gas course character.cpp. We're going to start writing the initializer here. So character health, I think that's what I called it, right? Character health component equals create default sub object UGSC health component text character health component. I'm guessing I have to include it. That should be good now. Now we can generate documentation from the AI. Sure. Oops. I know I have stuff on about the status effect thing. It's weird, but okay, we're good. Now, like I said, I want to copy this stuff into the health component. So if I go to, I guess I gotta do the header file, so components. No, I don't want to move anything. Component health, this. It's under public, so something along the lines of that. And I guess I want to have view function void register to health view model. We'll go ahead, generate the definition. We'll leave it to that, I think, at the moment. I don't know. I don't think we need to tick or anything, but we need to like register onto these like attribute changes and stuff like that. I wonder what would be the best place to do that. I don't know if it's going to be like the begin play or if there's going to be something better. There's begin play. Let me see what they have. Like there's begin play. Has begun play. So initialize component occurs at level startup or actor spawn. This is before begin play. All components in the level will be initialized on load before any actor begins play. So I wonder if initialize component. Maybe I should do the same for like ready for application. Maybe I'll do something like this where I do is it virtual void initialize component override generate super, and then I call like register to health view model. And this is where I would do like, you know, this is where we register to the view model. And maybe I should also make like the, I don't know if it needs to be public or not. Let's put under protected. And also, so this is public, so we're okay there. And then I guess I could do like void listen to health attribute changes. I don't know what would be the best way to like, do I just explicitly just wait for that, like health attributes and stuff like that? We'll just say listen for health attribute changes. And let's compile. Let's see how far that got us. Okay, so I need to include some UVM model stuff. Do I forward it or did I grab it? So something like this. That should be okay. Fingers crossed. Okay. So we made our health component. We attached it to our base character. So, because we want the player and the NPCs to have this kind of health component. And I guess we can do, I don't know, maybe explicit like helper functions or something like that to like get health values and things like that. But for now, it's whatever. We just want to make sure we have one place where we're dealing with health related things. And we can do, have the callbacks as well for the view model and everything. Now, if I go in, so I have character health, stuff like here. So I know in the character class, let me look at view models. So we have this thing called register view models. So we're gonna have to kind of copy this as well into the health component. So we're gonna make a blueprint version. So health, blueprint, health. Do I not have, oh, no, I should have a component, right? It's an actor component. Oh, okay. I think I need to make this blueprintable somehow. I'm sure it's easy. So where's my listener component? Right there. So blueprintable. So we'll grab those. Boom. Now I should be able to make a blueprint class from that. Oh, sorry for the knuckle cracking ASMR. Hope you all enjoying that. Dun, 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 dun. Sorry. Okay. So now I should be able to make blueprint class health. So BP character health component. Boom, boom. Go into here temporarily. We're going to do stuff in C++ eventually, but we'll just move that as the blueprint one. Cool. So now, so in theory, I should be able to do a couple of different things, yeah? So for the sake of testing, I'm going to break my logic here. And I'm gonna have to do this in Blueprints. So we're going to move that to the side. We're going to go now into our health component. So I believe this stuff will have to be done on, I'm going to do it on initialized components in C++, but for now I'm going to just do it in on begin play in Blueprints here. So we need to go get the view model, or is it that? So MVVM game subsystem is valid. And then we do view collection, again, is valid. Then we do add view model instance. But we also, whoops, create object, construct object from class, health. I think it's gonna be gas VVMM health. Outer is self, that's cool with me. I guess to be safe, let's do it is valid. Context make. And now, because I have class defaults, right? So I could get like character, health, context class, and name. Such as that. I can probably copy that over from what I wrote here. Did I delete those parameters? No. So copy that. Do something like that. No. Okay, so I just do UVM health. Yeah, it's one of the only ones here. Okay. So we do that. So we register it, and then I guess we can do a branch just for the sake of being clear. We can do something like this. Create this variable. Then should be able to not listen to that for a second. And then I gotta just monitor health changes at that point. So I should be able to, for example, as long as everything passes, get owner. So you'll do it as valid like we always do. Cast to character. We don't want to do player character. We want to do just generic character because we want both NPCs and players to do this. And then we could do get ability system component. You know, redundant valid checks. You never know. And we should be able to now kind of simulate what we're doing here. Like wait for attribute change. Actually, I don't even think we need the ability system component. We might, yeah, just to do the initial sets of things. So we're gonna copy these things. For the sake of consistency here, we're not gonna make anything replicated or anything like that. We're gonna just start from scratch. Now I'm gonna do update current health. Get attribute. So return the current value of the given game value 0. The attribute is not found. This might be better. I don't know. So yeah, current health. Boom. Update. Max. Max health. Boom. It should update. And in theory, just to make sure everything's disconnected, we then need to wait for the attribute changes as well. So I guess I can just copy this, right? Let's not worry about replication stuff yet. Do monitor. So in theory, again, okay, so wait for attribute changed. I need to do, promote to variable. Plug me into that. That should be better. So I think this should still work for the server. Dang. Okay, so let's look at why not. So begin play. Let's just run through this bad boy. So it doesn't add the view model instance here. I don't know why that returns false. Let's continue. So that's all. Why does this return false? Interesting that that's not returning true, but okay. So this should be fine. We should see the health bar, which we do. And we can listen, and it's all good. And we could maybe, you know, so GE debug health restoration. Just to have a back and forth here. So we'll make this 10. And for example, so there is a debug, apply damage, so input actions, IA, debug, restore health, I should suppose. Now here I can do boo boo boo. So restore health. Let's just do directly triggered, restore. And then yeah, we can go into debug, keyboard and mouse. Restore. I don't know what key it should be. Maybe it can be 0 or something. So I should be able to hit enter, restore. Awesome. But it needs to be pressed, right? Yeah. It does it too quickly. Now enter, storing. So we know those health callbacks are working. Potentially I could move this stuff here as well. Maybe I'll do that just to make this as empty as possible. So let's nuke. No, we won't nuke everything just yet. We should have just a frame of reference. But now we should be able to move stuff like this into C++. So for the sake of proving it and making it work, we do begin play again, and we got nothing, right? So we should be able to take this, for example, and move this into the health component where we say register health view model. And then we also have to do the same kind of includes. I'm guessing something like this. And then get game instance is not valid. Let's go ahead and see if we could fix this game instance here. I just want to see what this error is and how we can maybe try to fix that. I'm assuming, I don't know, like, yeah. So syntax error. So line 45. Okay, so it's just the fact that, is there like let's look this up. So UE5 C++, how to get game instance in your component. Because they're like, blah. I don't know if I can find the right information. Okay, so that's not really relative information. Let me pull this up. Let's see. Instance, or maybe I can include. So let's see, UE5 C++, hash include game instance. Is this something like that simple where I have to be like hash include game instance? I don't know. Okay, so that's inside of an actor. Is there anything for game instance? No, so do I have to do something like, so like get owner get game instance like that? I don't know if I like that, but we'll see. I see some MVVM stuff. It's UI related, correct? Are you using it together with Common UI? How does it work for you? Is it any good? I haven't used Common UI just yet, but yeah, I am using the view model plugin, and so far it's pretty good. I had a lot of trouble setting it up in the beginning. There's a lot of like issues enabling the plugin and making sure it was loaded correctly and in the right order, because sometimes it wouldn't load in the blueprint correctly, or sometimes it would not be valid by the time the UI was being loaded. It was a lot of weird stuff, but you know, we got there. So now we're doing it for our health. We're making a health component, and we're having the health component register to the view model and also listen to callbacks for like attribute changes and things like that. So that's what we're working on. So we have registered to view model, and then we need to, so we basically did this. So now we have to do this part. So we got to make another U property. I think it'll need to be private. And what's the type? Excuse me. Excuse me. So it's gotta be like the UGAS thing. So UGAS, UVM health, and include. So health view model. I don't know if it needs to be a null pointer or anything like that. Maybe it could be like, you know, T object. Something like that. I don't know. We'll just do that for now. So now we have to do this second part that we were doing in blueprints here, where we get the view model stuff again. I mean, I don't know if we need to do it this way or we can just like take the construction of it and everything like that. Because essentially, you know, it's right here. And then this is, again, a Boolean that returns that. I guess I could just do the same thing here and just store to a variable like I'm doing over here. So I'm going to move this to the side. So we already checked all these things. So I can ideally just say get, so just global view model collection, find view model instance. It requires the context. So I can just say character view model context. I mean, I guess it would be something like, so health view model equals. So do I have to say like cast? Something like that, maybe? I'm not sure how clean that is or how error prone that's going to be. But we have our health view model. So register view model is all well and good. So we did this part. So let's move all that stuff out over here. Now we gotta do this part. And that's gonna be inside of listen to health attribute changes. And I get like weight attribute change. So what's the difference between ability ace? Whoops. I guess I want to do something like this. But I have to make callbacks as well, right? I always forget how these tasks work in C++. So on change, and this is like this on change delegate. So in attribute, in without tag, so there's this comparison stuff. So I don't really want that. Which one is this one? So wait for attribute changed. That's the one I want. So let's get rid of that crap. You wait attribute changed, like this one I would want, right? Yeah, new old value, all that stuff. End action on attribute changed. I feel like, I don't know, is there another way to be doing this? Not sure. UE5 C++. Wait for attribute change task. I always forget how to write these things. So wait for current health attribute change equals. I don't remember how to write these things. Okay, I keep saying I don't know how to write these things. Sorry, redundant. There's so there is ability system component. So is there anything I could do here? I just want to look as an example. No, okay. Let's see. UE5, C++, gas, task. There's definitely a YouTube video for it. So my guy coming in clutch. So he's doing that stuff. Does he do anything else with the task? Because it's the gameplay event one, that's fine, but like, no, that's not helpful. On porch. Is this one mine? Yeah. So pretty sure Tronic has to have something, right? Let's quickly sign in to GitHub. Okay. So source. Player. here. Well, these are, yeah, header files, UI. Anything. Anything registering to a task anywhere. Initializing attributes, startup effects, blah, blah, blah. Anything special on the hero character. Initializing that stuff, that's fine. There's ability task stuff. Async attribute changed. So where is he listening for this thing? Are we able to like search? So he also has UI stuff, so HUD widget maybe, no. Player state. Okay, so wait, there is these delegates. So health attribute change delegate, ability system component, get gameplay attribute value change delegate, and then health changed. And then it has data. So data, new value, and old. Okay, so that's how I can write it. Good to know. Let's do it that way, I suppose. So we'll say a gas course character owning character equals cast a gas character get owner, and we can compass that into an if, and then if owning character, or I guess we could say you ability system or you gas course ability system component like that, and then so I have these delegate handles in the player state. So I wonder, like, should the player state be doing this? I don't know. So player state.h. Has an F delegate handle. So I guess this would be under protected. Okay. So it's like that. And then we'll say ability system component, get gameplay attribute value, change delegate, and then I also need to get a reference to the attribute set, right? How does he do that? He does attribute set base, so I have to do something like that. Dang. maybe hash include attribute. I guess I have to do what? Gameplay ability system plugin. Gameplay ability system, attribute sets, health attribute set. Okay. Can I say what's the attribute set base thing? So you gas course health attribute set, health attributes equals ability system component, or is there like attributes? So get attribute set. So T subclass of U attribute set. Do I have to do something like so T subclass of health attribute set. Or something like that, maybe? I'm not sure. I guess I gotta do cast. Cannot initialize local variable health a type with const. Okay. We're kind of just brute forcing our way through just to see if we'll get it to compile. It does like that. And view object this, and then we gotta do health changed. Let's look. Or something like this. It's under protected. So I'm gonna write it like this. That. I wonder if that will compile. Because I'm definitely curious what this will look like. In editor, this property, the T subclass of health attribute set, if this compiles, I'm curious what this will look like. Okay, that checks out. that didn't compile. Let's see. So you guess identifier, so do I have to include it? I'm guessing yes. So hash include gameplay releases the component, blah blah blah, attribute sets, blah blah blah. How about the let's see. Maybe that'll be better. Yes. Okay. Now, I'm curious what kind of cleanup I'll be able to do in here. Because again, I'm concerned about replication still. Like this was working, you know, replicated like for clients and everything like that. So I don't know how this will look like at all. So let's open just the health component. So again, nothing's plugged in. We are essentially doing like this part where we're registering to the different events and stuff like that. So class defaults, health attribute set. I guess we could do something like that and it's okay. Let's see if we do a breakpoint and just play. Let's see if we get everything that we need to have get. Okay, so nothing. So that's interesting. Wow. So initialize component doesn't really do anything. Or doesn't get called. So initializes the component occurs at level startup or actor spawn. This is before begin play. So yeah, I'm curious. Okay, can I say, let's do a UE log. Just curious if things will actually just log out. Also log temp, warning, text. So health value, string, data dot new value dot. No, I guess I get to not like that. Float. I think it's float. I don't know if I have to do something like that. No, it doesn't look like I do. So that should, if everything gets registered correctly, that should get called. But the problem could be that like initialize component just isn't where I thought it was going to be. And I might need to just do it on begin play. And obviously we don't want it to be ticking or anything. So it's really just going to be reliant on like events like damage and you know, any kind of health change event, you know. Does anything, no, so nothing gets hit breakpoint wise, that's fine. So in theory, like it, okay, maybe the problem is character alpha male, something like this. Maybe the problem is that we're using the blueprint now instead of this. So I'm just gonna say that. And let's see. So error, the source was not found. Okay, so this doesn't do any breakpoints, it doesn't seem. So we don't get here, do we? No matter what we do? No. Or do oh, maybe I have to set it here. Yeah, maybe. Because there's the blueprint stuff. Let me just see if this makes a difference. No. And this breakpoint probably doesn't. No. Output log. So the source, VM health is locked down in global view model collection. Totally fine. I guess there's also the problem of like when we need to be initializing the HUD stuff too. It's weird that that this is not being kind of called. So if I were to, you know, I'll move these from here to begin play. And also we're going to turn this false. Remove the tick. And we'll try this again. I just want to know if this will do anything. Because yeah, we got to figure out the order of stuff. Because like the last thing we can do is add the HUD on top. You know, like all the characters, components and stuff have to register to the view model and do all that stuff. So this is where it's going to be a little tricky. We're definitely not going to get this all done today. Maybe not even this week. We slow as hell. So yeah, let's see if at least we get these breakpoints. So I'm going to put one back here. Okay, we do. Okay, we get to that point, which is great. And then listen for attribute changes is down here, so we should be able to hit that next. Okay, so it looks like this breaks. Because everything's null. Okay. Something funky is going on. Let's see. We gotta recompile this. It's like maybe the variables don't stay initialized or something. Oh, what's up, Mr. Patrick? How's it going? No, this is Patrick. How you doing, man? Yeah, so let's look back into our character really quick. Health, everything's initialized there. That's weird. Let's make it the blueprint version. And let's just do add call to parent function. Let's not put any breakpoints in. And let's just see if we get a crash. We do. Awesome. Ready to win the lottery here. Hope you're doing well, Senor Can't believe how long it's been since you left. Yeah. So it's super sad. It's been a long time. But it is, you know, it's always good for you guys to pop in and every once in a while. Happy to see you guys. All right, I'm gonna take off this ending real quick. I just want to see. I want to see if we get crash still. If this is like the problem. Oh yeah, I am doing pretty good. I hope you're doing good as well. You know, tired as usual, you know. I'm trying to keep busy, having fun, living la vida loca. Living la vida, oh, for loca. Ugh, there's a Feeny line there somewhere. Okay. So we don't crash anymore. So something about this line causes it to crash. Do we get a log temp in there? Yes. So it's interesting. Does this get called like? It's interesting that that's being called every frame, I suppose. Let me get rid of the dummy real quick. Clear it. Okay, so for the dummy, that gets called every frame, which is kind of odd to me. But we got that kind of working. So let me put another breakpoint here. Okay, that seems okay. Again, we're gonna have to look at why the characters, why the AI character is being messed up like that. Maybe because I have to set something up on their side as well. Don't know. So I also wonder, you know, if because maybe I have to. The ordering of stuff is going to be fucking with me for a while, I think. But first we got to figure out why. Is it because it's like an object pointer? Can I get away with saying something like this? And then like that. Is that still going to give me a crash? I do wonder. I hope not. God, it didn't start compiling. Whoopsie. Because maybe on, like, you know, instead of it being on begin play, maybe I should make like an explicit function, you know, for like registering it or something, or initializing it or something like that. And we call it when we need to. Okay, moment of truth. Okay. So we don't crash. Great. Let me clear a log. Let me just play real quick again. Do we get errors? No. Great. So we should be able to say, like, you know, if health view model. So health view model. Set current health data dot new value. I guess I could also do the same thing down here. So get numeric value, transfer of an attribute. Can I just do get current health? Ah. Something like that should be okay. Basically need to copy these two, change it to max. Generate definitions for that. Yeah, let me move the delegates down so they're next to each other. So that should be okay, as long as I now add this line, max health, change delegate handle equals ability system component, get gameplay by blah blah. Health attributes, get max health attribute dot add u object this class max. Yeah, max health changed. I guess on end play I have to like probably clean these up. Maybe that would be the smart thing to try to do. Is there must be. So virtual void end play. So if health handle that is valid, I suppose is how you write it. Then you say health change, we've done that. Is it? So reset clear handle to is not reset, I guess. And then same thing for the max. To the max, I'll change delegate, valid. Boom. All right. Let's see what the hell happens here. If I can get this to compile, and if I can get some visual feedback on the UI that this worked, that'd be awesome. Like, I won't care at the moment if it doesn't work. In multiplayer, we can worry about that next time. But we should, in theory, be able to get rid of a good amount of code from the character class. We should be able to do what? Because we do register view models, and then the player controller calls this things like register stuff. So let's see. All right. So we have health, and it's being updated. Awesome. But again, I don't, just for the fun of it, let's see what happens for a client. Okay. So it crashes. So health attributes is null. So it makes sense that we should probably wrap this in an if. But we know at this point, it's not going to work for clients just yet. Let's just make sure it doesn't crash. And we're probably going to have to not do it on begin play. But again, a problem for another time. Okay. So let's play with client again. Okay. And makes sense. We know it doesn't work because on begin play, so maybe, I don't know if it's a client thing or it just has to be on the server. But yeah, we have this like monitor health attribute changes on it's an on server thing. So I wonder if we should do the same. I'll add myself a to-do. Investigate if this needs to be a server only function or not. I have to write the words to do. Boom. Okay. So I think that's where I'm going to end it for tonight. We got a decent amount done. We wrote a lot of the health component thing. We at least got the functionality working for server. Again, we're gonna have to look into how we want to generate the pipeline of everything. Like when we want to, register all the view models and then display the HUD, for example. Just so, because by the time we show the HUD, all these view models should be registered. Otherwise, it'll give an error. So yeah, that's where I'm getting it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you stopping by, Patrick. Always good to talk with you. If there is anybody watching who isn't following me here on Twitch, a follow would be much appreciated. If we do stream tomorrow, we'll jump back into Godot. We're learning Godot as well, following some tutorials and things like that. And I have some cool ideas that I want to try to do in Godot, so we'll see how that goes. For the next few coming weeks, we'll do a mix of like, you know, high-level design stuff and learning Godot and trying to see if we can make a simple kind of project with it. So stay tuned for that. So again, have a good night, guys, and I'll see you soon.